Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alicia and today I am reviewing one of my favorite books of all time. And that book is Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. That rhymed. Everyone needs to read this book. Every single person needs to read this book. That's how much I love it. I feel like it is just past time that I review it on my channel because it seriously has changed my life for the better. I had been going through a 2-year reading slump and I picked up this book in 2014 and it got me back my love for reading, and it helps me discover that I wanted to do booktube and I wanted to share my love of books with others. So I can attribute this to Throne of Glass. I can't wait to talk to you guys about it because I'm doing a reread of all of the books because Tower of Dawn just came out a couple weeks ago, so I will be rereading all of them up on my channel the next couple weeks, so look out for that. If you haven't read it yet, please go out, get it at your library, go buy it, do whatever, find it, read it, come back, we can talk about it together, because trust me you guys, you want to read it. Just trust me, okay? Okay, if you haven't read it, see you later. Bye! Let's just talk about the beginning, okay? We first meet Selena. She is in the prison camp in Deauville. Like, what? What? Like, let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right into her bad A-ness and like how she just is seriously the most bad A character I've ever met in a story. Within the first few pages we know her character. We know she's snarky and witty and very like cynical sometimes, and it was just, that was great. That was refreshing. I loved how strong she is. You see that right at the beginning. You see that with her attempted escape, or I guess you could say attempted suicide. How she, you know, got 5 feet within the wall and no one ever has gotten that far. No one has survived as long as she has in that camp. She's just a very, very strong character, and I feel like knowing that from the beginning really sets the pace and sets just your love of her like into place for the entire series. We also meet Dorian and Chaol. Let me just say, Dorian is my bae. In this book, it was just Dorian for me the entire time. Chaol was nice and lovely and dandy, but like, it was Dorian, okay? Okay. So they come and they get her to become the king's champion. They have heard all about Selena Sardothian and all about Ardalin's assassin and just all this stuff, so they want her to be the king's champion. It was pretty exciting to know that she had quite a reputation, and I just instantly wanted to know more about that at the beginning of the book. We meet Dorian and Chaol and they were great, and then soon after we meet the king of, yeah, of nothing, basically, because we hate him right off the bat. He is evil, he is manipulative, and he just makes me mad. So that's just my feelings about the king. Okay, let's just not talk about him too much. Basically, as soon as Selena gets to the castle, she has to dive right in. She has to start training, and I love how Chaol has the idea. I don't love a lot about Chaol, but I do love how he has the idea to keep her skills on the down low. So they make a pretense that she is just some random girl from a random town, Lillian, whatever, from a random town, a jewel thief, which is totally random, but it totally fits her because she plays the part really, really well. We soon meet Nox, who is also a contender for the championship. I love Nox a lot, and that was really, really great to have him interact with her in such a way. You could tell that she cared about him enough to save him a few times. So I really hope that we see him in a future book. Okay, let's talk about Selena and Dorian. So they have the cutest interactions ever. He is like the flirty playboy and she is like also really flirty, and so they just like compliment each other so well. And I'm always the type to go for the playboy on the outside but really gooey like teddy bear on the inside, and that is exactly what Dorian was for me. My phone is ringing. Hold on one second. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Are you going to be coming over anytime soon?
I'm recording a video right now for my channel, but I should be over in like 20 minutes. Okay, love you.
Derek is coming tonight. Is Larissa coming too?
Yeah, so it'll be us. Okay, I love you.
4?
Yep. Love you.
Okay, are your roommates not going?
No, love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I'm like recording this entire time. So Selena and Dorian, their interactions are just so adorable, and I want them together the entire book. And when he gives her Fleet Foot, I was seriously just melting into a puddly mess of tears because it was just so cute and I loved every second of it. We have like the You'll Miss Ball, you know, where they are dancing, and then afterwards they go and they like make out in a room, like, which, you know, we all enjoy a little make out sesh in a book. But it really made me upset at the end because she just says, you know, like, we can't be together, which I totally understand. Who would want to be with the son of a man like the king? Basically, everyone's being threatened if they're together, so like they just come up with a conclusion that it's better if they're not together, which made me sad, but I still, when I read this for the first time, I held out hope. We'll see if it pays off in the next book. So let's talk about Cain. Cain. An evil son of a gun. It came almost instantly to me how he was evil and how he was the one that was killing everybody. There wasn't a lot of second guessing or anything like that. It was just straightforward for me. It was Cain. I'm gonna just jump forward a little bit. The last battle scene was great. That scene made me feel so many emotions. You know, it made me just root for Selena. I wanted her to get up and fight just like everyone else did. And there was a little bit of hope for Chaol in that last scene because he was the one who really got her going up again, and I could kind of tell that things changed a little bit for them in that scene, which kind of made me sad, to be honest, but at the same time, like, I could see it going somewhere, and we'll just see what happens. So Kaltain poisoned her in this like last battle scene, and that was really, really wrong of her, but I kind of feel bad for Kaltain because she just, all she wants is that power, and she wants to be able to manipulate people, but she kind of lets people walk all over her, and she's not like Selena in that way at all. That's the difference between the two of them. Let's talk about Nahima. I loved Nahima from the very first second we met her in the book. I saw them becoming fast friends, and I thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. It really touched me how Nahima was the one to get Selena to focus on her destiny. Just their friendship was so strong that they really were able to build each other up, and I really enjoy a good friendship in a novel, and this book really, really has it. This book had the first mention of Sam in it. Sam, you guys. Sam. I'm getting so emotional talking about it to you. I know things about Sam, but when I first read the book, I did not know anything about Sam. You know, he could have been an abusive jerk for all we knew, and we just knew that Selena loved him, and that was enough for us. We just loved him. I loved him just because Selena loved him. Well, obviously, within the first sentence or two of the mention of Sam, we know that he's dead, which is kind of depressing, but it's okay. It makes you interested, and it makes you want to get to know him more, which is really, it's really good that we have the Assassin Blade for that, to get to know Sam, and I will be reviewing that at a future time, probably within like 2 weeks. So, yeah. That one, I'm going to be an emotional wreck. I'm just telling you guys, I'm going to be an emotional wreck because I'm like tearing up right now just thinking about Sam. That's how much I love him. We saw so much foreshadowing in this book. We saw a lot of references to other books, which you aren't going to understand until you read the other books and then read this one again. But there were a lot of foreshadowing and like little things I would pick up on. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a reference to the third one, or oh my gosh, this is a reference to this. It was just really, really fascinating. Sarah J Maas is the best at tying her books together and just making it all make sense. Like, I don't know how you do that. Like, I try to write things and I'm just like, I can't even get like a sentence out. So how does she write these amazing like worlds that like build upon each other and that just make complete sense? it's amazing, and that's why she's like the queen author. I love her so much. In this book, it's not your typical damsel in distress, and that is what is amazing to me. I hate reading books where women fall at guys' feet, they need help, they can't do anything for themselves, and Selena is totally different than that. She doesn't need anyone to do anything for her. She barely wanted her help of her friend Nahima. Like, she is so sure and confident in herself and her abilities that like she really doesn't need anyone else. Yeah, she could use some people's help sometimes, but she believes that she doesn't need it. And I think that is just really, really great. We see in this book how Selena has a bigger ego than the men around her. I love how Sarah J Maas plays off of that through the entire series, especially this book. You just see that she has an ego and she is so sure of herself and confident. It's great. It's great. I love it. It's snarky and witty, and she's just as amazing. The book ended with her starting her first mission, I believe, and in the next book we're gonna see where she goes from there, and I'm really excited to start reading that one and to see like where it all goes. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay guys, so that was my little review on Throne of Glass, one of my favorite books of all time. So yeah, join me next week for the next book talk. It's Crown of Midnight, you guys, and we're excited. So maybe I'll post it at midnight just because like it's Crown of Midnight. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something cheesy like that because I'm a cheesy person. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, do whatever you want. But I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, please. Anyways, so until next time, bye! Should I like do what they do like in BookTube? They're like whoosh. Or they're like whoosh. Should I do that? Whoosh.
Do it.